Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Europa Universalis for Papal Power. When we last left off, I was about ready to do something incredibly stupid. Incredibly stupid. In fact, so stupid, I will make sure it stays stupid by rivaling France. Nothing could possibly go wrong from this fact. No siree. I don't know who else I want to rival, because I'm never going to fight Savoy for a while now. There is Venice and Hungary, which I'll think about. For now, though, let's go bring our men over here. Kinda wish I had more men, but you know. Take what you can get. I also wish I had more power gain, but this Pope does not refuse to die. Should I set that as my national focus? So I wonder. July. I'm gonna wait until the start of the new year, at least. Now, this could go really well or really poorly. Very likely, Naples is going to siege my stuff down here. Austria might go down there, or Austria might just walk right through to unite with Burgundy, which would be ideal, considering that France is likely down here fighting. In fact, who's sieging Toledo? Unfortunately, it just looks like they're men. Because if I go to that's the menu, so if I go to the ledger and look at the military army tab and sort it by force limit, France is right up there with 38,000. Even higher is Austria. If I press the arrow keys I use to move around when I'm doing that, it switches the pages. But if I sort it by country and then find Burgundy, they only have 16,000 men. But here's the kicker. Burgundy has personal unions over Brabant, Flanders, and Holland, each of which probably add 7,000 to 10,000 men on his force limit, which makes him almost as powerful as France. Combine that with England's about 30,000, and France and Aragon likely don't stand very much of a chance, but that also requires for the AI to also get its act together and have everybody in the right place at the right time. But why not? Let's take the one that's closer to me, yeah? And the autosave right before I declare a war. I forgot that it does that. A lot of people joined it. I didn't actually. Normally it automatically calls people into wars. They turned that off at one point, and now it's just a loss to me. Okay, if you see the force limit, we are much stronger than they are, but we're very split. So, let's watch the flood and hope the flood is good. I don't see French troops, so I'm hoping that France is occupied down here, and that gives my allies time to gather up. Takes it. Unfortunately, that will probably go... That might go to Burgundy, because they're bordering it, and I'm bordering it, so... Let's go back here and kill that army. Hey, I fabricated a claim... I cored a territory successfully. Every little bit of army I can kill helps. That is not good. The fact that they just get caught like that. That is Holland? That's Holland. See, as you can see, they have a dangerous amount of men. Please fight my allies' men instead of my men. That'd be very much appreciated. Thanks. But yeah, as you can see, anything that Burgundy is bordering, they will claim for themselves, regardless if they have a claim or not. I believe they would give it to me if I had a claim, but, you know. They just went right over there to siege. And I believe, yeah, England is dealing with Scotland. Should I help with that? I really should, shouldn't I? Because there are likely going to be more men going to that battle as it proceeds. Yeah. There's a lot of their men. Burgundy, where are you? Burgundy has all of its men on that one place. Can I get there in time? Turn the battle! Turn the battle! Oh, we're not going to turn the battle, are we? That's bad. We lost at 5 war score. Holy... And my men get absolutely decimated in that. Oh. This is the problem. Burgundy is too occupied with sieging that territory up there to come help. Because if they were here, that wouldn't have happened. But no. And where is France going? France is likely trying to come inland to fight me, aren't they? I'm going to be very, very sad if they end up wiping out my army. Can you get away in time? 6th, 7th, and 8th. Okay. What is it? The long tradition of appointing a nephew or other relative to the College of Cardinals is an easy way to make sure that the family members are well cared for. Popes Gregory IX, Alexander VI, Adrian V, Gregory XI, Boniface IX, Innocent VII, Eugene IV, and Eugene IV have all promoted relatives to cardinals, especially nephews. Thus came the name cardinal nephew. It is said that the first cardinal nephew was Lothario, cousin of Pope Benedict VIII. The promotions of the papal relatives to the College of Cardinals became common in the 13th century, and now there's an opening for a cardinal. There's an opening for a cardinal. Pope Eugenius IX should consider whether or not a relative of his should get the appointment. Of course, the ruler must be asked beforehand, and if they refuse, we can do nothing. Siena, cardinal nephew from the Pope, lose 5 devotion or gain 5 prestige and 5 devotion. I'm gonna just gain the extra prestige, honestly. Hopefully England finishes with Scotland as soon as possible, so that way they can get out of here. And it looks like France might have gone down to help Aragon with Castile, which gives us a little bit of breathing room. Right, now that we've sieged that, let's move away. Because hopefully once Burgundy sieges that territory, they will be more than happy to actually come and fight. Military access, of course. We're on the same side, technically. Yes, knock out those small forces. They can easily add up if you're not careful. And for now, I'm just letting my men sit here. Oh, I know why. Because that fort took it back. I see. I was wondering why I lost that, and I forgot about that. Also, I'm out of manpower, and I only gain 124 a month. That's not good. I mean, if I need to, I could always use my extra money for, say, mercenaries. But I'd prefer to use Burgundy strength instead of mercenaries. For obvious reasons. How's it going up in Scotland? Scotland is already finished. Yeah, 99%. War reparations. And all of your money. If you would please. Apparently I have a lot of money to give. There we go. Unally. Unally. See, I get a little prestige when I make them unallied people, so I'm like, well, why not? Orkney to Norway. That would cost me diplomatic power, though. And give up claims you have in England. And that is all you can really give me, but that is still a sizable amount. I'll get a few bits, I'll get 7 prestige for making them break all of their alliances. And I'll get some money, both immediate money and more reparations. Scotland is now officially out of the war, which means hopefully England will be sending its men to the mainland. Yes, there is 14,000 right there. Perfect. There is that 18,000 French troops up there, though. Come on, Burgundy, siege the goddamn fort already. We need you elsewhere. That is the only thing holding this war back, is that Burgundy literally has all of its men on a territory that can only hold a fraction of it, I'd like to point out. And because England landed where it did? No, actually, it's just that France is better. And England is going to lose that fight. God dang it. And Holland is sending his 2,000 men to really annoy me in the amount of places it's attacking. Burgundy, I swear to God, you... Please, siege the territory down. I'm begging you, man. I need your men over here. Like, you don't realize the requirement that is necessary to have your men over here. October 8th, October 7th. Damn. And then they just caught their men on the retreat. And absolutely destroyed them. There's actually a lot of weakened troops here. I'm going to try and take down these weakened troops. Hopefully I can do it without getting beat up myself. Actually go over here. Or there's 1,000 English troops there that I could have helped. Hey, apparently I embrace some people into my nation now. That's not good. Can you retreat down here? Okay, they're no longer heading in my direction. Is that? No. No, of course it's not. That is still Burgundy. Burgundy is driving me up the wall. But that is a fight that I definitely need to get into. What's the fight down there? Portuguese! Haha, Portuguese. Never thought I'd be so happy to see you. Florence declared war on Siena. Really? That's bad in every possible sense of the word. That is bad in every possible sense. Apparently, the King of Austria died, probably in battle, because the AI likes to use their kings as generals if they're better. And during the time of when he died, there was more people voting for Bohemia than there were voting for Austria. As such, Bohemia became the Holy Roman Emperor, which is extremely, extremely bad. Because one of the main perks of being allied with Austria is that they get a humongous increased force limit because they're the emperor. If I were to look at the ledger now, Austria has their force limit... No, wait, that's the wrong nation. Austria has their force limit reduced to 22, and they have 40,000 men. Whereas Bohemia is probably much, much stronger now. No, Bohemia only has 18,000. Might not have updated for Bohemia yet or something. Also, could you just go away from there? I am still going to try and keep buddy-buddy with Austria, and I'm going to re-improve relations with Castile. Also, let's actually lower the speed. And I cannot make that a core because war exhaustion. They have now moved from sieging that to sieging that. God dang it. Austria is going to really lose its momentum in this war really quickly. For the main reason of that they're not going to have the ability to continue to fuel the army that they're currently fueling for very long without going into massive debt. There is the good side of Austria no longer being the emperor, in that if I were to declare war on someone within the empire, that would make Bohemia be their defender instead of Austria. And Bohemia now has a force limit of 44. Never mind. You see, it went from 18 to 44 just because they're the emperor. Because the emperor gets a fraction of the force limit of everybody in the empire. As such, it really, really, really builds up really quickly. Once I siege that, I will go down to this fort. But I think we have absolutely destroyed France. Which is good. That's great. Because that's going to make such a shift in power in Europe. That is going to be insane. I've sieged that. By the way, who else is with you? There's Navarra, but I can't piece them out. There is also Aragon. But the only way I want Aragon to be pieced out is if... Okay then. The only way I want Aragon to be pieced out is if they are going to lose hold over Naples. It's the only way I will accept this. And of course that requires literally all of the war score. But luckily, since we're winning so handily, most people don't give a crap. State needs money, or 15 prestige and a chance of another advisor. I haven't actually been getting advisors. One of the greatest and richest men in the Papal State has died without an heir. He was a well-known patron of religion and the arts. I'll actually take the prestige because I don't really need the money right now. Florence refuses something or other from me. Well, screw you too. Yes, since I came in and helped wreck France's force, now Castile is also winning their war. France retreated there, and they are going to get subsequently absolutely wrecked. Yeah. You don't realize how great it is to actually see France get killed in a game, especially when you're so weak. Because it almost never happens. Somehow Austria is still fielding their gigantic army, which is interesting to say the least. Hopefully you will give that to me, because you're sieging that and you don't have anything close to it, so when I get something that's connected to it, you'll end up giving it to me. Let's improve relations with the Emperor, just for good measure. Yes, because you're sieging that, that means you in theory should transfer control to me once you're done. You know, once I have a land-based connection to it. And it is very nice that they're now going to siege Aragon, because I need them to siege Aragon for obvious reasons, so that way I can get Aragon to not have its hold over Naples, so that way when the Iberian wedding happens, that Castile doesn't get the southern half of Italy. Or they're just going after the last scraps of the French army. One of the two. I should actually probably just send some of my boats to siege this, shouldn't I? Because Castile has seemed to taken care of the Aragonese navy at this point. Because if I have boats there, that will help the sieges go faster. Yeah, it went from like 49 to 35. Yeah, they're just sieging an entire mess up there. Which is fine. My only care is taking the stuff down here, because I thought about it. And, you know, a lot of these territories have other nations attached to them. By the way, before England comes in here and attacks, actually, who am I kidding? They're not going to, well, no, because that's bordering one of theirs. Select army. Create new unit. Is there anybody that's full? Yes, please go over there. No, England, please no. England, no. I need those. I do hope England doesn't take control of those because I have a border with them. I'm going to be very, very sad if that's the case. Okay. Because as I was saying, these territories have other nations within them. One of the most notable ones around here seems to be Toulouse. And you're not transferring control of that to me. But that isn't owned by Toulouse, so I don't care as much. But if I take all the territories of Toulouse and then release them as a vassal, that should be... I was about to say, I saw a Regency Council under Naples, and apparently that's because Aragon just got a Regency Council. Worried me for a moment. Yes, go back to sieging here, because we kind of need your men here, because I'm hemorrhaging men. But now we siege Aragon, and merely wait. How dare you? They're like, well, I can't go help the main fight now, I may as well come over here and screw things over. Now we're pretty much just waiting for the rest of the sieges to happen. How does it feel, France, to be kicked so hard? The only problem is that even though Aragon's war enthusiasm is low... Oh, hi, rebels. You'll go help? You'll go kill those rebels, right, allies? It looks like there's already one of my allies going to save them. I don't think he'll get to Nice in time, which will be unfortunate, but as long as he kills one before they group together. Luckily, the AI is smart enough to go get rid of allied rebels. So I didn't even think to look at that happening. And those guys are dead. Yay! And then England is going to deal with the other one. Actually, it looks like a gift of stained glass was placed in one of our forts, and the effect is exquisite. So exquisite, in fact, that we consider embellishing every fort we own with our sigil in stained glass. 5 devotion, but I have max devotion, or just increase taxes to pay for it. 10 prestige. Perfect. Yeah, either they're all going over there to deal with those, which would be insane and awesome, or they're heading toward Naples to go deal with that. Or they're just in here and get to deal with all of my rebels. Perfect. Make the AI work for you instead of you working for the AI. That's what I'm talking about. And we have finished that siege. Cool. Now, France. France. England would be very annoyed that I did not give anything to them. But if I gave them something, what would be the cheapest one that they've attacked to give? That one. And then Burgundy would be annoyed. What about that one? It's just so difficult. It's like I need to give them the pieces in order for them to stay friendly with me, because even though we're going to rip France a new one, I still am going to need their assistance. Well, where are you guys going? Please don't tell me you're going home. There's another battle going on over here, guys. Like, I need you. Okay, you're going through Milan. Okay, you're going to help me with Naples. That is something, at least. Unfortunately, it looks like many other people are not. Which sucks, but could be worse, I guess. Here's a thought, actually. Oh. Siena got eaten by Florence, so I lost the mission. And the only other mission I have is to own Ferrara. Great. And I'm not coring that when I have 4 bloody war exhaustion game. What just happened? Something just happened here. Switzerland got its cores back from Savoy, and Montferrand was released as an independent. Well, Montferrand, I know what I'm doing with you. When is my 64? You're likely going to get another alliance by then. And actually, who am I kidding? You're part of the Empire. You should still be part of the Empire, so yeah. Really? You motherfucker. Hi, I'm Castile, and I'm going to come all the way over here to siege the one territory that you actually have a claim on. Well, now let's sit our boats outside there so that way the wonderful Austrian men can use up their lives to do it instead of me using up my men's. Apparently it doesn't matter. I wasn't sure if it had to be in the territory that had their boat or not. What? No. No. Because, I mean, you have a Regency Council, right? Leads personal union. And I believe the only way for a personal union to break, besides you making it break, is if their ruler dies when their prestige is in the negative. And obviously, since they're the Regency Council, their heir is very, very young, so that is likely not going to happen. So basically, we just need to sit here until we have enough war score against Aragon to make them forcefully remove Naples from their banner, which is going to be a challenge because they have a territorial. They have another fort over there. Funnily enough, once we siege this fort, all that's left is that fort. So it is close. It is very close. But I am going to call it a video here. When we come back, possibly actually finish this war that's been going on for quite a long time, actually, now that I think about it. But that is all for now. Until next time, see you later.